Hello everyone, welcome back to 78 Reflections. My name is Patty Elaine and Jake is here with me today. I don't know if you can see him, he's showing up, but he is here with me today for a wobble reading. And if you don't know, a wobble reading is a very simple 3-card spread, and we have been working our way through the Shadowland Tarot. And so the card you see on either side represents the competing energies that are showing up for me today. And in the middle, I have drawn a card from the Wild Unknown to ask a really good question to help us navigate these competing energies. So to get started, we are going to ask, what energy is showing up for me today? The Page of Cups. I really love the page energy. It's very carefree and lighthearted, creative, joyful. The Page of Cups is this open-hearted magic seeker. And in this image, we have a page holding a cup with a little friend in it who is also holding a cup with an even smaller friend in it. I don't know if you can see that, but you see this page holding this cup and this fish holding this cup with another little friend in it. So it's a very lighthearted image signifying joy, abundance. And when this playful page shows up for us, the answer is yes. The page encourages a lighthearted, joyful approach to banish feelings of negativity and to let nature and creativity ease any pressure or anxiety that we're feeling. So what is the energy that is competing with the Page of Cups today? Oh, I would say this is, the Three of Swords is one of my least favorite cards. And that's because it represents a painful truth. Now remember, the number 3 is growing momentum within that suit. And swords is within the mind. And the end of the trajectory of the swords is a release of thoughts, ideas, and mindsets that no longer serves us. So in growing momentum towards that, the 3 is a realization. And oftentimes, it's a learning of lessons the hard way because maybe we were unwilling to see the truth. And so the 3 swords for me are about 1, acknowledging and processing the truth, accepting it, and then moving forward. And it's not a simple process, and in some cases it may not be a fast process. But that is nonetheless what needs to happen with the 3 of Swords moment. Now in this image, we have a cool and put together city bird who is covering up how he really feels. He's a survivor, torn between thoughts and emotions. And I think it's just important to remember that because of the heart, some people interpret this card of heartbreak, but it isn't about the heart. And I mean, the heart can come into play for sure because it's thoughts, ideas, and mindsets. And sometimes it is a betrayal, which then, you know, our thoughts and our emotions are inextricably linked. And it can be about feeling torn between logic and emotions. This card encourages us to consider how we deal with these feelings of discomfort. Do we become angry, competitive, arrogant, defiant? Do we isolate? Do we put on a brave face like this cool bird? Because the 3 of Swords for me is an encouragement not to ignore our feelings, dismiss them, or even push through them or push them away, but rather to do those 3 steps: process, accept, and move forward when we can and when we're able to. And knowing that we can move beyond survival to be thriving and happy again. So these are very clear competing energies. On one side, we have the joyful, curiosity, emotional, open, emotional innocence of the Page of Cups, a willingness to see magic and possibility in anything. And then over here, we have this weight of lingering thoughts, painful truths, the energy of guarding the heart. One says, be open, and the other one says, protect. The wobble is real here, and it's pulling us in opposite directions. So it's a really good question to help us navigate these competing energies. Ugh. Okay, well, first of all, I despise rodents, and rats would be at the top of the despicable list. So I'm having a visceral reaction to this one. I might have to. I have my beautiful tarot vintage deck here. I might have to find the Four of Cups. This is even in order, so it won't even be painful. Yeah, I can't look at the rat. I'm sorry. So we're going to use this one. Although I will look at the guidebook from the Wild Unknown. So the Four of Cups is about discontentment. I often think of it as I have zero fucks to give. You can see this person leaning up against a tree, feeling very despondent, and maybe not even noticing this hand from above offering him another cup. And so it's about, stagnancy, not seeing things that are right in front of us. And an outsider might look at our life and see that everything's going great. Maybe they see that we have supportive relationships, we have lots of positive things, and maybe even a bit of luxury. But we don't see it that way. Instead, we feel discontentment, apathy, and we want more. And what we're not doing is looking around to see what we already have, or even maybe acknowledging what we're longing for. So the Four of Cups is an invitation to pause and examine our emotional state. It's a card of emotional disengagement, and it shows up when we're numbing out or not seeing what's right in front of us. Perhaps this card is about avoiding both the joy of the page and the pain of the Three of Swords. So how can the Four of Cups offer a bridge between this joyful open heart and the wounded one? I think it reminds us that stillness, reflection, and curiosity can help us navigate challenging thoughts. Because remember the Four is about stability. So the way through is about stabilizing. Cups is about our emotions. So it's about stabilizing. And I think it's about asking what gifts are in our life that we're not noticing. What hand is extending from the heavens to offer us a cup of blessing, if we're willing to notice it and say yes. So that's what's coming up for me today. I would love to hear what your thoughts on it, and if you have as big of an aversion to the rat card, I'll show it to you just for fun, as I do. Thank you for being here today. Please like the video if you do. Subscribe if you'd like to hear more from me. And I hope to see you in the next one. Until then.